if you think about the water supply, for instance, it's easy. If rain falls, it falls into the dam, and then when people open their taps, some of that water flows through. There's no problem. The supply, the supply we would hope would always exceed demand because we don't want to run out. With electricity, it's quite different, right, Adi? So you have to, at every moment of the day, exactly match the amount of electricity supplied, the amount of electricity capacity in the grid with the amount of demand. And that's very, very hard, right?
In fact, you can define the post-Second World War Industrial Revolution right across the world as a 50 or 60 hertz revolution. It was the ability to electrify large parts of industry. It obviously also was to do with hydrocarbons. But in a post-hydrocarbon world with no oil and gas meant to be in the system, we've got a massive challenge ahead of us. In fact, electricity by itself is only about 1/3 of the challenge. Taking the heat capacity from oil and gas and coal that is used to run our industries, not the electrons part, the heat part, is almost not thought about in the Australian setting. And so we are really talking about a post-industrial society which won't be able to make aluminium, for example. It will not make anything that requires a really clean 50 hertz signal coming through. Because, in fact, the 50 hertz that we think is so simple is, in fact, the pulse rate of many industrial processes that use the 50 hertz signal to do manufacturing, for example. Precision injection molding uses the electricity signal as a clock to do the injection molding. So if the 50 hertz is not working or it's messy, people will not be able to do that type of manufacturing. In fact, I'm aware of companies that have left South Australia because the low quality of their 50 hertz now is so poor that you cannot actually get that precision that you need. You almost get a wave on the wave, so to speak. I don't know if you've ever paddled out to the back and you're waiting for that beautifully shaped wave to come along and you're about to take it and another little ripple gets on it, messes the whole thing up. I was going to have the best ride of my life. Well, it's exactly like that with electricity. If it isn't that well-shaped wave doing the work, you just cannot actually have the quality of life that you would have had if you had the proper electricity.